3AW's Kate Stevenson talks about the joys and challenges of fostering a greyhound.
Would you ever consider him, like taking him to your work one day, or?
I think it'd be fine. He's amazing. He's well and truly house trained, which has been terrific. He adores people, so as you can see, he's a real bag of beans. But he really does. When he meets new people, he's quite excited. So he'd really enjoy the stimulation of that. And he also can be calm and will chill out and do that. And I've had greyhounds in at work before, and they're great. They're pretty easy.
Have you had any medical issues to look out for in any of the greyhounds that you've had? Or?
No, not for us at all. I think occasionally, if they've only just entered the program, when they get fostered, we've been given some worming treatments and things, but that's pretty easy. We've been just told the date to give it to them and how to do it, and that's been really easy.
What about danger signs with any of them? Like, have they ever growled at any other dogs, or have you had any issues like that?
We've had a couple. So we've had a couple, I think I mentioned earlier, it's quite important with some of them who maybe really haven't had a lot of exposure to people for them to have their own space. So we've found if people have gotten too close to them in their bed, which is really their safe space, we've had a growl, no aggression, no snapping or moving or anything, but just a warning that this is my place and you need to let me be, which is understandable, and that's up to us to sort of leave them alone. We've had a couple of greyhounds who have maybe not been sort of too happy around other dogs, depending on the circumstance. So, they have a whole lot of their own behaviours that we don't necessarily understand, but they find intimidating or threatening. And as a warning, we have had them growl. In that situation, I always get in touch with the guys at GAP and explain what's happened and sort of say, is this okay? Is there something else we should be doing? And they're really good at getting back.
How did you prepare your house for a greyhound?
We don't worry too much inside. I think what we do is try to find a space that you want the dog to be. So this isn't his normal spot. He's usually just over about a metre and a half. And we try and get some routine. So every time he comes in and we bring the bed in, that's where it goes. And he's amazing. He runs in, and before I get there, he's usually sitting on the mat ready for his bed to go down. And then it's just about the outside areas. So making sure he's got, some spaces to be under cover, making sure there's always water out there. It's really, we have some toys that we get out. He absolutely loves his pig. So it's just sort of having enough stimulation for him and some safe spaces to be.
How do you handle saying goodbye and having to return him to GAP?
Yeah, look, it's really tough. I think the easiest thing is when they've got a home waiting, which for us, luckily enough, they always have. Other than that, it's remembering he's going to go to an amazing home, and it's a really important cog in the wheel. If you don't have people who are happy to take them for only a few weeks and work out what their personality traits are and the sort of homes they'd be good for, then you've missed a really important step. They're going to go to the wrong family and it's not going to work out, and they're going to end up back at GAP anyway. Yeah. So I think it's just remembering what you're doing is really important as well. Picture. And they're going to be loved and they're going to be comfortable.
Yeah. Will you foster again in the future?
He's number 10 and I think we'll have a number 11.
For more information about fostering a beautiful former racing greyhound, go to gap.grv.org.au.